Between me and you, I feel a chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place. Cause the love you give, you can't be replaced. See no one else can do like you do. That's bottom line. Spend my life with you. I wanna please you in any way I can. I wanna share my world. Don't you understand? Your love is no one in a million. Goes on and on and on. You give it all day long. Your love is one in a million. It goes on and on and on. You give me a really good feeling all day long.
Rule in the way that I move, not breathe your hand. You only can rescue me. This is my breath. If you were mine, if you were mine, I wouldn't want to go to heaven.
7 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Hey guys, after this great commentary, be sure you run over to our website, www.justmecmb.cc for this great t-shirt and more. Support the channel by purchasing a t-shirt. Hi, welcome to my channel. If you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit that post notification bell so that you'll know every time we upload. Today's broadcast is sponsored by Kush Online. We take the stress out of plus-size queens worrying about what to wear.
Maybe we just love like that. Sometimes I don't want you around. You do something to make me smile, and it's hard for me to try to doubt.
Hey, Miss Mob. I'm so happy to see you here. I hope you've had a great day. And Bush Barbies, you too. I know you may be busy, but thank you for taking the time to check out this video. Replay gang, I need y'all to do y'all thing. Guys, as you come in, please hit that like button and be sure to comment down below or in the chat. And guys, the most important part of this conversation is you. Be sure to join in the comments. Let us know how you feel. And be sure to say hello. Hey guys. Hold on. Hey guys, welcome to tonight's video. We are not going to be here long, but we've been talking all day about this and the C situation, right? And we did find out that she served her daughter, Peaches J. McIntyre, um, with a cease and desist, right? So I was trying to find out if Peach knew about it. So that's what I've been holding out to see. Has Peach gotten the information about the cease and desist? You know, is she going to react to it? Um, and all of that, right? Y'all. Oh, I got the tea. First of all, I just want to take a look at Peach and who Peach is. I'm not gonna keep y'all long. You know, a year ago, Peach had a baby, almost 2 years at this point, created over a $500,000 bill. This the same woman who owed the IRS upwards of $40,000 in tax liens. And then she went and got pregnant again, and then went to the same hospital that she owed $500,000 with two more, uh, let's just say needy babies. Let's just say it like that. This is a woman who don't mind taking, whether it's legal or illegal. She don't mind taking. She don't mind getting, but yet she feels that she's owed so much. Now I get that she feels nobody has ever chose her or whatever the hell that was that she said, but I mean, maybe they did choose her, but maybe they just didn't choose her in a way that it was special to Peach. So we know that she has a lot going on in her life. She keeps talking about this eviction looming. Now, she says she paid the bill, right? So if she paid the bill, she really don't have an outstanding bill. She just has to know that if they tell her to move, that she can move. That's pretty much the gist of it. So let's just be straightforward on that. But I went to her website, peachmcintyre.com. You know, she's been trying to sell these damn tickets all week. Now, y'all know she be doing these $1 ticket, $2 ticket, $3 ticket. Um, so I was interested in knowing how much this ticket was. And the class itself is going to be Wednesday, February the 12th via Zoom. Okay. Apparently, I think she sold 200 tickets. Right here it says the guests are 439 guests. So I guess that means 439 tickets. She's actually trying to sell 1,000 tickets, guys. And she's trying to sell it for $19 a ticket. So $19,000 is what she's trying to get. Now my thing is this: she's supposed to be making that type of money every month. So what's T sis? Like, are you not making that money no more, boo? I mean, what's the deal? Anyway, um, I have the video to where somebody on live told her or said something to her about the cease and desist. So she went and checked her mail. She has the cease and desist. So, in spite of everything else, or should I say, along with everything else she's got going on, now she's got a cease and desist letter from her mom. So she's trying to raise this um $19,000. She's trying to raise. She's trying to deal with the eviction. They may or may not have just bought a new car. She's got this house. She don't know what's coming from this situation with the house. My heart is beating fast listening to these numbers. Why are these mammies so set against real jobs and benefits? Now I'm gonna say this about the benefit situation, Shonda. Peach probably has Medicaid. When she had Phenomenal, he probably had Medicaid. What I learned, because as you guys know, my daughter uh, lost her babies and she lost them to incompetent cervix. A part of the process of going through that, was them trying to uh, save the babies. And I learned a lot, going through the process. When you have a child, when you go to the hospital, whether you have insurance or not, if you are pregnant with a child who may have issues, when it is born. For example, if it's born prematurely or maybe there's some kind of birth defect or whatever, the hospital, to protect itself, if the child does not already have some type of insurance policy, or there's not a rider on your insurance that will cover the child, they will go and apply for Medicaid. So what probably ended up happening for Phenomenal, she still probably got the bills that we saw. I mean, that's, I'm sure, not untrue, but then they turned around and probably put Medicaid on the children as well. Now, her maybe not, depending on if she had it. Now, if she had no insurance, they probably did give her Medicaid as well. When you are pregnant, the state tries to do all of it can to, number one, have your kids as healthy as possible, and then number two, protect the hospital from loss, which is to get the Medicaid. So I just want to put that out there. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump into the video of Peach uh, going into this situation with the letter. This girl got a lot on her head, but it's all self inflicted. She doesn't have to be who she is. She chooses to be who she is. And do I think for a second that she's going to get 1,000 people to pay her $20? Hell no. I'm surprised if they're saying right here that she had 400 people buy. I'm shocked with that. Why would they pay her when, number one, the only reviews we really get from her are negative reviews? Even if you go to her website and you click reviews, faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not yet seen. That's what somebody put up on her site. Simple transaction. I only had PayPal. It was helpful. I mean, really just a little BS here. And all of these reviews are from 2023. There's not a lot of people who have really had a lot of positive to say. Peach does have a personality. Cryptic, it may be, but she has one. Um, she's well spoken. There's a lot of positives that make her who she is, just like there's a lot of negatives that make her who she is. And it just is what it is. Hey, Kimberly Julian. But I say all of that to say I had an opinion on what was going to happen when Peach found out about this. Now, I'm glad that Mama did show the balls to serve Peaches. I am glad about that. But I wish she would have made sure her shit was tight when she did it. Let me go ahead and pop this video up here for y'all. Make sure everything's set up. It's only about 3 minutes, not very long. Like I told you, we would not be here long at all. I already did my live for today. Okay, here we go.
Earlier, I was live on YouTube and somebody was like, "You got that cease and desist letter your mama sent you?" And I'm like, "No, what cease and desist letter?" They were talking about this cease and desist letter.
Y'all
This
look
shit is
at her face.
hilarious.
Look at her face.
So it says it's from Claudette Wentworth. Y'all know my mama married. Her maiden name is Claudette Stedman. And then she sent it to Peaches McIntyre. She sent it to me to my address that everybody getting off the internet.
Um, I really thought she was gonna dox her mama because she did show the front of it kind of for a minute there.
I know this lady better than anybody, okay? It's dated for February 5th, 2025. It says cease and desist to Peaches McIntyre. It has my address. And then it says, Dear Miss McIntyre, this letter is served upon due to harassment and defamation of character. If you do not cease the aforementioned, I don't know what that means, activity, a lawsuit.
If you do not cease the aforementioned activity, the activity that she stated before that statement, if you do not cease that activity, ma'am, that's what that means.
Will be commenced again you. If the activity continues, we will immediately seek a temporary restraining order in the court against you and any accomplices in this matter. We will also seek monetary damages to be proved at trial. Hopefully, this recourse is not necessary. We have our own interests and family to protect and will vigorously do so. This is my last warning, and you will not receive another warning letter. If you do not confirm in writing by the 16th of February 2025, you will cease violating this agreement. A lawsuit will be filed. Mama, file it, bitch. File it, bitch. File it, bitch. I told my husband I wasn't gonna cuss. Mama, file it. Do it. I don't know who helps you write this, but they got typos and shit. Who is we?
The disdain that she has and the way that she talks when she refers to her mother is so unsettling, in my opinion. And I agree with you, Shonda. Being in that position would have hurt my heart, baby. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I mean, I wouldn't sit and let nobody dog me out, child or not. But I know that's hurtful. I know it is. That lady is beyond tired. To take these steps, she's beyond tired.
Who is we? Who are the parties listed in the lawsuit? Sorry, since I've been gone. Hey, how you doing? I know y'all not as smart as me. I know I was the brightest crayon in the box. I know my elevator went to the penthouse. But yeah, this is a letter. List the defamation, mama. When have I lied on you? Everything I stated has been true. File a lawsuit. Yeah, let's go to trial, mama. You out of all people, if you really sent me this, I know you used to write Claudette statement like similar like this. If you really sent me this, mama, you know me. You of all people know me. You know who I am, mama. Finally, but which story was the?
You know what though, guys? The fact that she did this and she put defamation in there, I don't think that lady would have took it this far if there wasn't something in here that was untrue. Cause what fool will put themselves in a position of going to court knowing they lying? I mean, I'm not saying everything that Pete said was a lie or was true, because I have no way of knowing that. I'm not even going to try to fight, argue that. But I feel like for Peach's mama to go this far, it must be some things in here that she can prove is untrue. Shonda, I would be hurt if I had to do it. Yep, she definitely needs to file a restraining order. She, I hope she realized that it wasn't just gonna end like that. Like P said, that's her daughter. She know her, and they a lot alike. Aggressive, um, argumentative, combative, confrontational, all of that. Peach and Mr. Lowe are going to drag her. And that's exactly what I said. I said, baby, if she served Peach McIntyre, she gonna have to fight her ass. She gonna have to. Not only fight her, but she gonna have to fight her and she gonna have to go there. That's what I said. Did Peach call her mama a B word? Yes, she did. She did. She did. Hey, Miss Henry.
The lie, and how am I harassing you? Go file your restraining order. I show up to court. I be in Hillsborough County every day. Go file it. File it.
And then another thing, why, Peaches, would you want to keep trying to go to court? Baby, you got too much going on. You need to sit down. You need to sit down.
I'ma keep making videos about you. Now I'm gonna make a bunch and make me some more money. She do this for money. Now I'm gonna make me some more money.
I knew she was going to say that. I said, man, if she served Peach, baby, Peach going to take it to a new level. And I believe that's exactly what Peach is going to do.
So I can pay my attorney. This shit is hilarious to me. She paid a whole $10.10 to have somebody type up this letter with the typos and all. And who the fuck is we? We. So Peach Fetch. Earlier I was live on YouTube and somebody was like, "You got that cease and desist letter your mama sent you?" And I'm like, "No, what cease and desist letter?" They were talking about this cease and desist letter.
Baby, and she served
This
that
shit is
on her
hilarious.
side.
So it says it's from Claudette Wentworth. Y'all know my mama married. Her maiden name is
Hey,
Claudette
Pastor
Stedman.
Felicia.
And then she sent it to Peaches McIntyre. She sent it to me to my address that everybody getting off the internet. I
Really?
know this lady better than anybody, okay?
Kimberly. Now, I didn't watch Miss Lowe this morning. I had a doctor's appointment, so I couldn't watch her. This girl, oh, wait, I already seen that. But hold on, I think I missed, oh, Miss Cheeks. I mean, it doesn't have to be defamation to get a restraining order, right? It's harassing, bordering a cyber bully. Okay, so here's the issue about the cease and desist. Number one, it is a precursor asking a person to stop an action. And if they don't stop an action, you can sue them. It can be used in that manner regardless. This is a cease and desist letter. It's not the cease and desist order, which is signed by a judge. That's the information I had to find out last night. Okay. Um, no matter what she put in there, she put defamation, which means that Peach has had to lie on her about something. Something Peach said is not true, number one. And she said harassment. Now, is what Peach doing harassing? Honestly, it could be considered harassing. So, in that respect, it's going to be based on how things are presented. Now, to be perfectly honest, I think that Miss Tracy should have left Miss Lowe out of it because she only repeats what she hears from others. Just like me, I'm a commentary channel. So when it comes to this particular story, I'm repeating the scenario of what we see, which is either something that Tracy says or something that Pete says about Tracy. All I'm doing is talking about what they've done. So if Pete stopped talking about Tracy, Miss Lowe really wouldn't have much else to say about her. So at that point, it really was no need to serve her. However, you have served two people that got time. So I hope she got the fucking money to have the time. Because now Miss Lowe could take her to court um, and consider what's said in the letter slanderous. I mean, this can just really be a bunch of people being petty and become a big mess that really didn't have to be. I mean, just straight up. But whatever the case is, now they're both served. She's over there violating the cease and desist. Tracy better sue her for every penny to show her that she's not playing. Hella disrespectful. Yeah, the only way with a cease and desist letter, they are not binding by law. So the only way Tracy gets something out of it is by suing her. She has to be willing to do it. But now that she said defamation, she's got to be able to prove that something that Peach has said about her is untrue. She can't just say it and not prove it, especially going to court, especially taking this to documentation. Peach is gonna do just what she said. Honey, she's probably sitting there with her little notebook, thinking of stuff to dog her about. I mean, just straight up. I can't tell you how to talk, but I want to say this. You only get one mother. You don't know what you got till it's gone. I mean, Peach know that. She only get one father, and she did her father the same way. I mean, she did. It's unfortunate but true. Oh, you talking about Miss Lowe? Mm-hmm. Um, all them pictures Streetsy was showing Peach happy. Where is Peach proof beyond words? She is harassing her mother. Yeah, I mean, cause she won't stop talking about the lady. If you just hate her so bad, why are you talking about it? Leave that lady alone. Go on about your business. You got so much else you could be doing. You do not have to mess with this damn woman, and you do not have to mess even with Woods people. You ain't got to mess with none of them people. She got plenty of stuff she can do content on. Hell, she a lie too. She can make up some lies if she need to. Yeah, just for the hell of it. Miss Lowe sees probably won't stick. Her mother definitely has a case against Peach. Yeah, because she done told us that we ain't got no damn business knowing. And she better follow through. Cause baby, if you don't, this shit gonna you think it's bad. It's gonna get a whole lot worse. Yeah, and that's true. I mean, I get that you don't like her, and let's be honest. Has Miss Loretta called her out of her name on more than one occasion unprovoked? Yes, but she don't like her, so she chose to come at her harsh. I mean, but is it really that deep? Because if you don't say nothing to her, eventually she gonna stop talking about you. Unless Pete keep talking about you, and then that's where the regurgitation comes in. So, and then I hope she didn't come after Miss Loretta in a negative way, saying something that isn't true. She definitely needs to be able to prove the shit that she's saying. Now, I mean, that's straight up. It just is what it is. She do not need to play with these damn people when it comes to what's going on here. It's just not even worth it. I have no more sympathy for her mom. Get her, Peach. Now, why do you say that, Passion Elisa? Do you not feel that she has a right to try to get this girl off of her? I mean, for real. So you think that Peach is justified in how she's talking about her mom, and her mom is not right to ask her to leave her the hell alone? All Peach has said was her proof of all this is she's spewing. Okay, you saying that Peach is asking where's the proof, right? Is that what you're saying, Cole? Because quite frankly, Peach has no. I mean, Peach has spilled a lot of her mom's tea. Peach is the one that hasn't showed us any proof. So help me understand the position y'all coming from, because it seems like y'all taking Peach side. Peach don't prove pictures don't prove happiness. No, it doesn't. But Peach telling her mama business does not. It's not therapy for a mom wound either. I'm not saying that she can't have therapy, because she can get therapy, and maybe talking about it can be therapeutic. But all she had to do was talk about the things that she said her mama did to her. She don't have to put her mama business out, who she was dating, locking her out, snorting powder, all of these things, shitting on shirts and stuff. Peach didn't have to put that stuff out, and none of that is therapeutic for Peach's issues. So why is it okay that Peach just dogged this lady out? Like, I'm pretty shocked at you guys feeling that Peach should continue to treat her mother the way that she has been. Peach gonna get beat up again. She do way too much. She does, and karma is gonna get Peach one way or another. Peach can talk about her mom. Peach can say how her mother has hurt her. All of that. But she don't have to disrespect that lady. She don't have to put her business out here. And quite frankly, if a person, uh, if I don't like a person, F you. I'm not talking about you. I'm not gonna give you the satisfaction of that. I'm not. Get a piece. She came for all of us trying to help her get money from YouTube. You saying Miss Tracy came for you and you was trying to help her. Is that what you mean? Pictures, but two words definitely don't either. I think Miss Mo is just hearsay. Honestly, I don't think that she knows Tracy either. I think Miss Loretta knows. She knows that guy's mom. She knows Peach's dad's mother and one of Peach's um, siblings' mother. That's what she knows. She knows stories probably about Tracy. You know, Peach has the burden of proof, her words as well. Yeah, that's true. Peach has the burden of proof because Peach is the one that said all these things about her mama. Tropical, tell her mom not to come at people trying to help. You're lucky this isn't my chat. Why you say that, Passion Lisa? You got something to say, boo? Because I will drop the link. My ass supposed to be in the bed, but I done burnt up my damn cookie, so I'm gonna have to cook me some more. I think I'm gonna cook some more. I might just let it go, but I ain't gone to bed yet. The better option would have been for Tracy to go no contact. Don't respond to anything she does and do not answer any calls from her or would. Should have never watched them kids last time. You know what? That's a conundrum, Miss Cheeks. And let me tell you why. Tracy is them kids' grandmother. Tracy does love those children. She don't not want to be there for the kids. So let's talk about that. She don't not want to be there for the children. So when Wood called, it put her at a position of either being there or not. So what she could have did instead of not being there is talk to her daughter. Look, I know you going through a situation. I'm not gonna make this a big issue, but before I take these kids into my home, we ain't gonna have no more issues of you talking shit about me, right? At least I would have had that conversation. And she would have said yay or nay. If she would have said F you, I ain't call you, no problem. At that point, then really she shouldn't have gotten the children. But at least she would have tried. She should have talked to her and had some kind of assurance from that girl that she was gonna leave her alone as far as talking to her in a disrespectful manner. I'm not saying that, man. Where's Peach Proof? Okay. Tropical, you're coming in on a comment without a full story, so don't come for me. They both need therapy. First of all, who is Tropical? What I miss? Tropical. What did I miss? And who is coming for you, Passion Lisa? You misunderstood. I said, where is Peach proof on what she's saying? Yeah, that's true. Peach should have to be able to prove um something, some of the things she said about her mom. But here's the $1 million question. Okay, let's say that Peach can prove some of the things that she said about her mother that was not related to her. Peach has a right to tell her story. She didn't lie about that. But Lord, I'm doing laundry. What the fuck is going on in the chat? I'm with you, Shonda. I'm like, who the hell is Tropical? What the fuck did Tropical say? Who coming after Passion Lisa? Cause you know we don't do that over here. So I'm trying to find what the fuck going on. I don't give a fuck what happened to her. She out of line and it wasn't that bad. She let and wanted her mom to watch all her kids. That says it all. I get it. And I agree with it. Quite frankly, when her mother had the kids, she should have let them stay there until she got out the hospital. Since you already done went against what you said, I ain't never talking to her again. Peach saying the same thing over and over doesn't prove it's true. That's true. It could be she remembers a lie and she is repeating it. It works both ways. That is very true, Queenie. I really was kind of joking for Peach to drag her, but hey, they are just alike, and that's why they're not getting along. Oh, okay. So now I see who. Okay, Tropical says, Miss Cheeks, you're so right. This shit way out of line, and they laughing while Patch called this lady out of her name almost every day. That ain't sweet. I mean, people shouldn't be calling Miss Tracy out of her name. She did not ask for that. Tracy be over there minding her business. Now, I feel that if Miss Tracy don't want Peach talking about her, Miss Tracy should not talk about Peach. Even if people come into her chat saying things, she should not say things. She should not remark or respond on things. None of that. What you want, you need to give it. That's number one. Number two, she could do the cease and desist. Please stop talking about me on your channel. No information, unless it is directly related to you that I've done and you can prove, should be mentioned on your channel, or this is my plan for you. How she went at Peach, saying that she's harassing her, that is a subjective term. And that's something that could make this situation go worse. And saying that defamation, she's going to have to prove this defamation. She's got to prove that something that Peach said is a lie, just like Peach would have to prove that it's true to prove it's not defamation. Now, when it comes to a situation like this, I don't know who has the burden of proof. But whatever the case is, she ain't got to come on here disrespecting her mama the way she do. She can talk about all the shit she talk about without bringing her mother's name into it. And even if it's about her mother, she shouldn't even discuss it unless it directly correlates back to her. She just shouldn't. So if she can't do that, let it go. I mean, leave the shit alone. Y'all hit that like button for me, please. Let me go ahead and play my station break. Think I got 20 likes and it's 116 people in here. Please hit the like button for me. I think I know. I touch that fine for you. I do that three, but I think I know. Let me go back over here. Hi, everyone. I hope Tracy sued the brakes off of Peach. I hope that Peach will just leave that lady alone and there won't be no need for it. Because it's just tragic, that it has to keep going further and further and further and further. Can we just leave each other alone? Can we go to each other's corners of the world and just exist and be? Because the fact of the matter is, let's keep it real. If Peach ever get pregnant again and they have to go to the hospital or something happen, anything crazy, who you think that she gonna need? Tracy? Tropical, do you know me and you should stop addressing me? I get my own opinion and no, it just me. Tropical is talking to me. I'm responding to her. Okay, well, let's say this. Um, Here, as we all know, we all frequent different conversations together. Everybody here is entitled to their opinion. So if Passion Lisa has an opinion that's different from you, Tropical, it's okay, and vice versa. If you disagree with something that Passion Lisa says, that's fine. You don't have to address her. You can address me. I'm the person that is facilitating this chat, so you can address me directly. You don't have to address anybody that you do not agree with here because everybody is going to get along because everybody has a right to opinion here. Although I'm the person that's facilitating the chat, I still welcome all opinions, and everybody on this chat is valuable, just as valuable as myself. So that's the way I run it over here. So anything that you got to say, Tropical, address it to me. Tell me because I haven't seen anything that you said other than that one uh comment. So I'm not even sure what you're saying. Period. All I can say is there is no perfect parent. This level of disrespect is unacceptable in my opinion, and I agree. But as long as Peach does not agree, we are going to continue to be in this horrible conundrum that we find ourselves in dealing with her. She is going to take this as an opportunity to disrespect her mother even worse. And that is unfortunate, but it is the truth nonetheless. I mean, it just is. Tropical, you're late, and we've all been supporting her mother, so I think you're missing something. Okay, yeah, if you have a question, just don't hesitate to ask me, Tropical. Tropical, you don't know my stance or personal experience. Why are you tripping? Tropical speaking truth about the subject at hand. I don't see her saying shit. What am I missing? Got it. Okay. So that makes sense because I was confused too passionately to when you said that. But you said you were joking. So Tropical, she said she was joking. Um, again, but let's be honest, even if that was her stance, we have to respect and agree to disagree. If that's what she would have felt, then it would be what it is. I mean, I don't agree with Peach Gitter because I'm, to be honest with you, I didn't understand why she said it. That's why I asked her to elaborate on that because I know Passion Lisa well enough to know that, that's odd for her. So that's why I asked her that. So, we good here. Everybody's good. Tropical, she didn't mean that she's against the mother or that it's okay for Peach to disrespect her mother. Trust me. Passion Lisa, that's not who she is as a person. So um Intuitive Chosen One says Loretta does talk about what is out here. But when she gossips about other information regarding Peach McIntyre's dad, she goes too far. She's too old for some of the things she does. Stop adding more fuel. Now, that is true. However, she's older and she's grown. So if Miss Loretta want to call her out of her name, I don't agree with it, but that's her platform and she can do what she want over there. So I'm gonna say what I got to say, which is, I really don't think there is still a reason, although she calls that lady out of her name, unless she said that directly in the cease and desist, it's still a moot point when it comes to Tracy and Miss Loretta. So unless she said, please stop calling me out of my name, if you cannot refer to me as my legal name, then don't. Now, what she could have said is stop calling me Tisa, because that's what she calls her. And Miss Rasta Queen Tracy says that is not her name. Now, she should have put that in it. Now, I would have put that in it. Don't refer to me unless you refer to me as my actual name or channel name. But whatever the case is, they really just need to stay on each other, they own sides of the world and go on about their business because it's not that deep. Miss Loretta made plenty of damn money talking about Peach. She don't really need Tracy. And there's so much other shit to talk about. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't even no need for that. Okay, well, I've addressed it, so we ain't got to worry about it no more. If they're going to be able to show videos, her mama can show how she talks to her and about her, how people have come after her, etc. Yeah, that's true. If she takes it there, she has a good case against Peach. I don't know that she necessarily has a good case against Miss Loretta because I mean Miss Loretta has the freedom of speech on her side. Miss Loretta primarily repeats stuff. Now her calling her out of her name. I mean, a judge can say, "Look, neither one of y'all. I'll put y'all both under a gag order. Neither one of y'all talk about each other." But I feel like, as far as Miss Loretta, that's as far as it can go because most of the stuff that Miss Loretta does is repeating. And yeah, she calls out her name, but I mean, in court, honestly, she really has a lot of leeway there. Now, Peach, not so much. Like in Tropical, I don't condone no one dogging their mom. Yeah, most no one here, Miss Tropical, is going to have that be okay. Miss Tropical, she was not being serious when she said that, love. Okay, she wasn't being serious. Peach mad at her mama because she squandered her life and tried to trap a man with babies. Honestly, I think that she has some jealousy toward her mother and her mother's husband's relationship because I've noticed a lot. Tracy has started from the time they went to the Virgin Islands. She has her husband on there. She shows her life and she enjoys her life. And Peach doubles down on this misery that she called her life. And I'm sure that makes her angry, especially because she can't use her mother in the way that she wants to. I've seen some families fight, and although it's always wrong, sometimes it's funny. This situation with both moms is unhinged and not humor at all. Dang near dangerous. Yeah, that's true. This is not funny. And honestly, well, on Peach's stance, I feel like it's Peach cannot use these people in a way that she would like to. So because of that, I think that she is angry and lashing out. That's how I feel about this situation. I was defending her mom, and I have about 15 videos to prove it. Yeah, that's true. Miss Tracy is a sweetheart. In my opinion, she be giving us recipes and stuff. I've never heard her talking down on any of her children. This is sad. It is, but Miss Tracy also has come at a lot of content creators in a aggressive and not so respectful tone when they talk about her daughters. So some people still have an issue with Miss Tracy because she does try to come at people when they talk about Peach. As a matter of fact, as much as Peach dog her, she'll still stand up here and windmill for that girl. And I get that's her daughter. I get that. But you gotta be real, baby. What your daughter put out into the universe, she gonna get back tenfold, just like the Bible says. So it is what it is. Child, you ain't disrespecting my chat. You both know you're never going to meet. Everyone can say their opinions. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Is it deep though? With that Peach has talked about people. See, Peach has put so much negativity out here in the universe. She has everyday people not liking her. She has content creators that don't like her. Some of us, like, I really don't dislike Peach. I talk about the shit that she do. Now, she makes herself an unlikable person by how she does certain things, but it's just not that deep because most of us that do content, after we finish the conversation, it's over for us. Peach, hell no, she don't say allegedly. Yeah, I agree she has mental illness. We're gonna watch the video one more time, then we're gonna end the live. aforementioned. It do say again you. My question is, what's that supposed to mean? You know me. Okay, she know you. What that mean? I miss my mama every day. We had a couple of differences of opinions. It lasted a few minutes and we was good again. I'm gonna say this. I don't have a perfect relationship with my mother, but my mother is here and I thank God that she is. Every day that I see her as she is getting older, it makes me think about how to um how how you need to hold on to certain things, and how some differences don't matter. And I'm not gonna sit here and say it like we have a bad situation or that I can't talk to her, but I mean I have been hurt enough by something that she did that I didn't talk to her for a while. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't talk to her because I was angry and I was hurt by what happened. And if I was to engage in a conversation while I was emotional, I felt that if she said something that upset me to a certain point, it may breed me wanting to be disrespectful, and I wouldn't allow that. Not even my mother gets that from me. Not even my mother can put me in a position to be disrespectful to an elder that I have respect for. So it took me to step back and get my bearings and get my shit together and then come back when I can be mature enough to ensure that that could never happen. So, I mean, still the same scenario, but a lot of daughters and mothers have tumultuous relationships. It's just growing pains because, like you said, parenting isn't a perfection anywhere for anyone. So it is what it is. Did y'all see Justin and Mahogany were in her chat hilarious? In who chat? Justin and Mahogany was in whose chat called? Child, I'm nosy too. In who chat? Trial. Tracy threw some slick shade after I took her the message about her commercial that was to help her. I'm not monetized, so I don't understand anything about commercials. That's what she said to you? Cause you know I go over there passionately, so I don't give a shit. Hey, just me. Hey, Queen Lita. She got the cease and desist letter from her mother, so we was just reacting to it. Um, yeah, that's all it was. Am I replaying what? What? Oh wait, y'all didn't see it. Dang it! Hold on. Let me put it back on the screen. I'm sorry. Okay, let me put it back up there.
Damn. Mama, finally. But which story was the lie and how am I harassing you? Go file your restraining order. Earlier, I was live on YouTube and somebody was like, "You got that cease and desist letter your mama sent you?" And I'm like, "No, what cease and desist letter?" They were talking about this cease and desist letter. This shit is hilarious. So it says it's from Claudette Wentworth. Y'all know my mama married. Her maiden name is Claudette Stedman. And then she sent it to Peaches McIntyre. She sent it to me to my address that everybody getting off the internet. I know this lady better than anybody, okay? It's dated for February 5th, 2025. It says cease and desist to Peaches McIntyre. It has my address. And then it says, Dear Miss McIntyre, this letter is served upon due to harassment and defamation of character. If you do not cease the aforementioned, I don't know what that means, activity, a lawsuit will be commenced again you. If the activity continues, we will immediately seek a temporary restraining order in the court against you and any accomplices in this matter. We will also seek monetary damages to be proved at trial. Hopefully, this recourse is not necessary. We have our own interests and family to protect and will vigorously do so. This is my last warning, and you will not receive another warning letter. If you do not confirm in writing by the 16th of February 2025, you will cease violating this agreement. A lawsuit will be filed. Mama, file it, bitch. File it, bitch. File it, bitch. I told my husband I wasn't gonna cuss. Mama, file it. Do it. I don't know who helps you write.
I just don't get why she is okay with coming out her mouth spicy like that to her mama. Like, I mean, she ain't. I mean, it ain't gotta be all that. And she just proves how despicable of an individual she is when she does that. Like, I mean, crazy, 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 crazy.
Like this, but they got typos and shit. Who is we? Who is we? Who are the parties listed in the lawsuit? Sorry, since I've been gone. Hey, how you doing? I know y'all are
Girl,
not as smart as me. I know I was
her
the
mama
brightest
was
crayon in the
hot.
box. I know my elevator went to the penthouse. But yeah, this is the letter. List the defamation, mama. When have I lied on you?
Right, Kimberly.
Everything I stated has been true. File a lawsuit. Yeah, let's go to trial, mama. You out of all people, if you really sent me this, I know you used to write Claudette Stedman like similar like this. If you really sent me this, mama, you know me.
Yeah, she know her. Y'all remember that situation that just happened when the hurricane came and somebody used her mama's name for that FEMA money, and everybody was saying that the only person who knew all her information was Peaches McIntyre. This girl better understand that she got dirt in her. She got too much dirt. Her mama might have had a bad past, but she number one changed her life around. Number two, she's straight and narrow with what she's got to offer. Peach done did a lot of dirty stuff. This girl might need to sit down.
You, of all people, know me. You know who I am. Mama, file it. But which story was the lie and how am I harassing you? Go file your restraining order. I'll show up to court. I'll be in Hillsborough County every day. Go file it. File it. I'm gonna keep making videos about you. Now I'm gonna make a bunch and make me some more money. She do this for money. Now I'm gonna make me some more money so I can pay my attorney. This shit is hilarious to me. She paid a whole $10.10 to have somebody type up this letter with the typos and all. And who the fuck is we? We.
It's the Ashley President's Day sale going on now. Feel the freedom to get your best rest ever with up to $200 off.
Yeah, I don't know if she did, but she definitely possibly could have. Put it like that. So with that being the case, she needs to sit down. She needs to chill out and sit down because that situation could definitely be something she's not ready for. Now now she antagonizing her mother even more. Yeah, and she's going to continue. Peach is insane and she is getting worse. She is. She is. We may be her and lynch mob. It could be because at the end of the day, that's her husband. I mean, let's keep it real. Now, Cole, you were saying that Mahogany and Justin was in Peach's comments today. We is every family member you disrespected. True. On your mama side, I suppose. Tracy better stand on business. Peach crashing out. Yeah, she really gonna crash out too because she's gonna start thinking about this more and more, and the fact that she don't know who the we is gonna start kind of making her feel like she being ganged up against. Next, she's gonna be, woe is me. Y'all see, my mama sent me this, and blah blah blah. It's gonna be crazy. So why would they be in her chat? I'm confused. First of all, why would both of them be there? Second of all, interesting. Do you remember which live it was that she did? I know they ain't trying to go learn from Peach Tribe. Now, if they are, that's interesting. That's all I can say. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to bring that little piece of tea to y'all. Um, Thank y'all again. I know I've been on here a few times today, so tomorrow I will probably not go live since I already put this video up, and I don't want to go live too much. Justin said he wants his what and Peach Live. Oh wait a damn minute. Do you remember which live it was? That is weird. Honey, I need to find that live, baby. I need you to tell me about what time today it was so we can look real quick before I jump off of here. Hold on, honey. No ma'am. I don't think that was the real people. I wonder was it? Oh shoot, wait a minute. Let me go look. Okay. She live now. Baby, when I say that girl trying to sell them 1,000 spots, I wonder was it this one? Okay, I'm gonna look real quick, guys, while we here. Let me make sure. And if I see it, I'm gonna pull it on the screen. So I am currently on. Where the chat at? I don't see no live. Dang, I'm gonna have to watch this whole thing. That was a. Now see, she got the cease and desist letter in this live chat. Talking about it. This shit gonna take forever. Let's see. Let me see what y'all saying. Yeah, I'm just gonna look. I'll look, and if I find it, I'll bring it back to you guys. Cause there's no need of holding y'all here. Justin Jackson skits or something had in Jackson's with the glasses. What happened? Oh, okay. Well, you take care of yourself, Shonda, and I wish your daughter well. I think it's the one more towards the beginning. I think it's that one. Okay. So let me pull it up. I'm gonna pull it up here on the screen so you'll see which one I'm on. Cause she was on a live an hour ago. Let me see. I'll still pull it up here while I'm looking. Uh, and before y'all leave, if y'all will, please hit that like for your girl. Let me pull the chat up here so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, I'm gonna pull it up here. I wish it was a search the live chat, but it's not.
You're all about the.
I ain't seen it yet. I still don't see it. But this is only a 43-minute live, so that's not too bad. If it ain't in this one, baby, that's that. She's on live now because she's trying to sell 1,000 spots in this class that she called herself giving. So she's on there for that reason. She's trying to make, I guess, $19,000. Okay, scroll up. I looked up here. I'm still going. I have the live chat on, so as the live goes, the chat information will show. So that's why I'm doing it this way and just going little by little, so that hopefully I can catch it that way. I still don't see it, y'all. Let me see. Okay, let me see how far I am. Oh, I'm still in the first 30 minutes. I'm only 17 minutes in, so I've seen everything up to this point. Let's see. And I wonder why would they be in somebody else's chat that's totally unrelated to their situation talking about that.
Like a second grade level or something like that, and she was up there crying. Oh, they say Elwood can't read. Peaches.
Oh, wait a minute. What
They
are you talking
say
about?
he's reading it. I think it was a second or third grade level.
Finding where you fit. LinkedIn knows how.
That was specifically for my mom, okay? Take your feelings out of it. All right? What Johnny May told your mom to write on that letter. I don't know who told my mama to write this. I keep asking y'all who told her. Y'all don't watch that lady like that.
Now y'all see just how she said that lady. And remember earlier today we was talking about just Jazzy calling her mother that lady. You don't say that lady about somebody that you love, respect, and honor and all the things. That is a very impersonal way of talking about somebody in a with a level of distance because you don't want to perceive them as somebody close to you.
I don't know who that is, and I don't care about them. Hey, Auntie Didi, how you been? It's hard for me to watch your mom. It triggers me. Then stop watching her. The fuck you over there getting triggered for? It's a whole bunch of other shit to watch. Unless it's triggering you and you're like seeing your mom yourself, and at the same time, even though it's triggering you, it's healing you, then hey, continue to do it. But if it's triggering you to the point where you can't take it and it's hard, stop fucking watching her. Go watch something easy, bitch. Go watch Disney Channel. Go watch Mickey Mouse.
Is she
I like
talking to
Mickey
her
Mouse.
aunt like that?
Thank you. I got a whole video on what this letter said. Go on my page. I got a YouTube short about it. Oh, you know what? I make my video public on YouTube about this. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Let me make it public. Y'all don't know. I done posted everywhere my video about this on my page. Still private. I'm gonna make it public right now. Hold on. Gotta make sure I'm getting paid. Let me turn the monetization on. Hold on. Hold on. We up in the YouTube studio. The world black and white and I'm colorblind. All I see is green and them dollar signs. This why my mama really fucking mad. And all them pussy hoes because I get her bag. Yeah, that's why they mad. They mad about the green dollar signs. That's it and that's all. We're gonna make sure we can get paid for that. YouTube said, yeah, Peaches, the check is ready to clear. Perfect. We're gonna go ahead and make that public for you all because I have to make some money to pay the attorney since my mom is going to sue me. Gotta make sure we can handle our legal fees while still taking care of 9 children and a husband and facing an eviction. Lord, my life is a shit show. But at least we get
That's
paid.
true.
That's just how she talks. No,
Zop.
it's just that I see a lot of people making fun of the yellow short bus and different lives. I did not know you had a kid with special needs. Yeah, I got a kid with special needs. Shit, I'm autistic. I grew up with my mama calling me retarded and shit. So me picking on her about this is like a jab. Imagine this. Your whole life, everybody in your family call you slow and retarded on both sides, your mama's side and your daddy's side. You got everybody mentally fucking with you. And for those of you, that's not true, you're a liar. They literally got videos after my daddy died or when my daddy was dying and all that shit, saying she's slow, she retarded, she was in special ed, she's remedial. That's their favorite thing to do because they know I'm a fucking genius.
I don't know about
They
no
will try to
genius.
trick you, don't let them. So me talking about my mama who helped you write this letter, was it Eltwood? We all know my brother Eltwood was in special ed, and my brother Eltwood got a Social Security disability check. And when he got grown, he had to recertify. My brother Eltwood told the people ain't nothing wrong with him. He don't want his check. And they say he had to pay back all the money that my mama had got and him and her had done spent. And he was mad. They took his taxes for a couple years. Am I making this up, mama? Mama, am I just sitting on the internet again, making stuff up, just pulling stories out the sky, mama? Or is this true? Go ask my brother Eltwood, was he in special ed classes? When he got into, I think, was it sixth grade? He was reading at like a second grade level or something like that, and she was up there crying. Oh, they say Eltwood can't read. Peaches. They say he's reading at, I think it was a second or third grade level, but he was big. And she wanted to cry, but then when they told her she could get a Social Security disability check, them chicks dried up. Them tears, they dried up for the check. She was excited about that because y'all remember she tried to get me a Social Security check. She took me down there to the Social Security office downtown, her and my auntie Nene, when I was 8 years old. They tried to get me a Social Security disability check. Y'all remember back in the day, back in the 90s, that was the lick. Everybody was doing it. You get your Section 8, you live in your project apartment, you still get max food stamps, you ain't gotta pay nothing, get your kid a Social Security check. And them people told that lady that I was too smart, I actually belonged and gifted, and she couldn't get one. And I left out of there with my imaginary friend, holding my imaginary friend hand like this, skipping down the steps, and my auntie Nana said, you should beat her ass. Mom was like, retarded bitch. Yeah, that's how I grew up. I remember. I could tell you what I had on and everything. I remember Memory of an Elephant. Now, Peaches, how did you discover that you have autism? Well, I had Choice, who has autism, and he goes to a neurologist. And I took Gregory to that same neurologist because I was trying to get him diagnosed with ADHD so that he can keep his IEP or at least get a 504 plan because they didn't want to let him do it. Without extra time, Gregory McKay was failing horribly on his tests. He could do schoolwork, but on his tests, he was having test anxiety. If they gave him extra time, he was patient and he could pass the test. One of my high school friends was actually Gregory McKay's elementary school teacher. And she was like, Peaches, I noticed something with Gregory. When we don't rush him, he gets an A. But if the test is time and I give him 30 minutes, he like flunks the test. He gets so worked up, he gets anxiety. And I never knew that. I never knew Gregory McKay had testing anxiety. So we got him an IEP. Well, eventually he's passing and scoring the highest in the county on tests. And they're saying, hey, he doesn't need this IEP anymore, da 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 da. The only way you can keep it is if you do, I believe, a 504 plan is what they call it. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Or we have another a medical diagnosis where we can keep his IEP. So I took Gregory McKay to Choice's neurologist, and when I took him to the
Hey, Ebony
neurologist and
Block.
she was giving him the text out loud, I'm in the room with them, she giving him like a bunch of questions, and every question that she's telling him, I'm like, yup, and him and her both saying no. They both looking at me like, no. And I was like, you don't do that. You don't daydream. You don't blah, blah, blah. Like, and she was like, Mom, I need to speak with you. I want to give you a quiz. And so she gave me like 100 little answer quiz real fast. And I only got like 2 or 3 wrong. I don't remember the exact number. And I done told this story numerous times. For those of you who be like, she lying, she lying. This story is on YouTube already from 4 years ago. Anyway, so she told me, she said, Mom, I think you have undiagnosed autism. And I said, what? But I'm smart. Not saying that Choice isn't smart, but at the time, Choice has echolalia, where you say, Tracy, do you want to eat food? Do you want to eat? He say, want to eat. You be like, what do you want to eat? What do you want to eat? You want pizza? Pizza. You want fries? You know, like, I'm not saying like he's just dumb, but I'm saying he doesn't have the same intelligence as me at the current moment. So how can you say I have autism when my son have autism, but I'm smart? And she was like, Peaches, do you know there are a lot of smart people with autism and Asperger's, like Elon Musk. Albert Einstein. I'm trying to think of some more. Jeff Bezos, not Jeff Bezos. What's the man from Apple? Steve Jobs. She started listing all these motherfucking geniuses and rich people, and I said, "So you telling me I'm a genius?" She was like, "What? I did not say that." I said, "Yes, you did. Everybody who you listed are geniuses, so I'm a genius." She was like, "No, you're not. I didn't say." I said, "Yes, you did. I'm a genius." And literally how my brain worked, right? And so she was like, "Well, Mom, if you want, I can give you some medicine." Because people with autism, we get bored easily. So, and I've been like this my whole life. I learn really fast. I could do a bunch of shit at once. I talk fast. I'm talking to y'all. I could tell y'all 6 different stories at one time and still connect them all back together. It's just the way my mind works. A lot of people' mind don't work like that. But I quit things when I'm bored. I don't care how successful I am. We have a family friend named Corey. He used to always ask me that. He'd be like, "You be doing so good with something and then you just get bored and quit." And she was telling me like that's a sign for people with autism. So the medicine that she could have gave me would make me be more focused where I don't quit, especially when the going is good. And I was like, "I don't need no medicine. I'm a genius." And that's how I found out in adulthood that I most likely do have autism. But back then, my mom and them just was calling me retarded. I just had imaginary friends,
That ain't got
you
nothing to
know,
do with autism.
self-soothing. Wrote a lot of poems, wrote in my journal all the time, very talkative. But I don't think she saw that I was retarded. I think that she just wanted to check. Everybody was doing it back then. Everybody. I got people that I know from childhood. Mama got 5 kids. She got 6 Social Security checks because she got one too. Y'all know that was the lick back then. Did you take the test for ADHD or autism? Because that sounds like an ADHD test. No, it was an autism test. How does the IEP work, Peach? So an IEP basically assess your child. Let's say even if your child's speech, if your child has a speech need, they get an IEP, an individualized educational plan, because your child learns different. They may need extra supportive services like a speech therapist. They may need counters. They may need to have it written out that they can actually stem, run back and forth in a classroom whenever they feel like it. But because we're not running a zoo, your child is going to have to ask, can they run back and forth versus them just getting up and running back and forth for it's disruptive. Your child may need a yoga ball so they can sit down and bounce because they can't sit still. It's not that you need to sit down, you're so fucking bad, they're stimming. They can't sit still, they need to bounce. It's like those schools that are for wealthy families, how they be in school on yoga balls, some of them on bicycles, stationary bikes. They learn
Right.
different. So an
Right,
IEP
Monique.
basically, yep, a special accommodation. It gives children a special accommodation. Even if you're gifted, you get an IEP, you know?
Right, Shonda.
Check this out. I'm going to show you how I afforded this car. Okay, you ready? All right, 100.
So that's all. It's nothing to be ashamed of, even though society will try to shame you. You gotta not carry shame. Does the school board pay for the testing? Yes. So if you want an IEP, legally you request one in writing. They have 30 days from the date you requested, at least in Florida, to go ahead and complete it, like get the process started. But it's best to ask in writing. You're gonna go to school, you're gonna let them know, hey, I wanna request, I cannot speak tonight,
Yeah, I don't believe
request
that, Miss
that
Cheeks.
you guys look into my child for an IEP. They need help with X, Y, and Z. You know, IEPs follow children though, so you want to make sure it's necessary. You got to learn how to advocate. My son is gifted with music through Moody Arts. Awesome. Your child can be tested as early as 3. Just walk into any public school, yeah, or even those community centers. They do things of that nature. Yep. I don't like to say stuff that I'm not sure of because then y'all know y'all make it a big deal. You're getting tired. I've been sleepy all day, but I'm like hyper. My baby has ADHD and now he's up for an IEP. I went to a couple meetings at his school and now they're evaluating him and it's been months. So you need to tell them you want results or you go above them. He needs the services. What supportive services have they already established? You have to learn, and this video is about IEPs, but you have to learn how to advocate for yourself, guys. Like even with this situation with my mama, as a child, I was advocating for myself, but I really couldn't do it because she was the parent. Everybody was in her corner and things like that. But as an adult, I practice my self-advocacy skills. I express how I feel. I stand on it no matter what. As a parent, your job is to be your child's advocate. If things aren't getting done, I went to an IEP meeting at Choicy's new school, and it was some verbiage that I wanted them to put in the IEP, and they didn't want to put it in there because they couldn't find the supportive documents. And I told them, well, we're not going to move forward with this without putting this verbiage in there, because if this happens, X, Y, and Z is going to happen, and we can avoid all that, you know. And they realized, like, this bitch not dumb. Everybody always think I'm dumb. I'm black. I got a bunch of kids. I walk around with bonnets, ashy, little holes in my club. Like, everybody always think I'm dumb. I love that part. I love when people think I'm stupid. Yes, I had to get my daughter help. She loses focus fast. That was the best decision I ever made, and she was down for it, yeah. So IEPs aren't bad things, but you do need to be there to make sure they have good things in the IEP and things of that nature. Excuse me. Believe it or not, medical students have IEPs. Yes, future doctors have IEPs. I can believe it. They typically are more stern. They learn differently. Thank you. I have 7 children and 2 have autism. Keep going. We all have barriers, but it's up to you if you want to let it be a barrier, right? I have 9 children. I have a child with a genesis of the corpus callosum, another child with autism spectrum disorder. I have a husband who doesn't consistently help me to the best of his abilities, how I feel like he should help, and he doesn't parent the way I feel like he should parent, and I don't always do my best. I have a gambling addiction, a food addiction, a shopping addiction, a wood addiction. I'm not perfect either. We have a lot of barriers. The difference is I don't quit. Don't make it an excuse. You can either make it a barrier and an excuse, or you can make it a motivator. Like, because I have 7 kids, 2 of them have autism, I gotta go harder for them. Because ain't nobody coming to save me, I gotta go harder for us. So with an IEP, will they have to be separate from other kids? It depends on the IEP, because it depends. The goal of the IEP is to do what's in the best interest of the child. Some of you guys are thinking about the IEP in shame. You're thinking about when you was in school, how your cousin who got the Social Security check that wasn't shit wrong with him, his mom was just a lazy, sorry, bumming, leeching ass bitch. You thinking about that. You're like, oh, my cousin was in slow classes. He was in 7th grade learning how to spell cat. I know. I seen it. I'm from the projects. I see it. All right. But the IEP is basically to protect the kids, do what's best for the kid. So some children, they will have to be pulled out of certain things. Some children will get a special diploma. Some children will get a standard diploma, just like everybody else. Some children will be in regular classes, but they'll have supportive services come in to assist them, or they'll have something simple like extra time on their test. Gregory McKay has never been in an ESC class where he's isolated from everybody. He literally just got extra time on all his tests. Whether it was a state test or a classroom test, he gets extra time. So that way his testing anxiety isn't bothering him. That's all it is. Everybody is different. I'm being serious. I'm being funny. Like, it's funny what I'm saying, but I'm being serious. Literally, growing up in the projects, I'm in advanced classes, and my peers from the hood, where I come from, they're in 6th and 7th grade learning how to spell cat. Their homework is literally them learning how to spell cat. It's not their fault. Some of them were born that way. Some of them had moms who were just greedy for money and did not care about their education, didn't even attempt to help them. Some of them really had, special needs. The pediatrician can help get the test done usually faster. All right. It's an individual plan for the student. Yep, so each one looks different depending on what the kid needs. Also, disabilities. It could have a physical disability and have an IEP based on that physical disability. Thank you, Peach. Thanks for that, Peach. I so can relate. That happens in the suburbs too, sadly. Well, I haven't witnessed it in the suburbs. I only could speak from what I know. And in the hood, we saw that a lot in the 90s and early 2000s. Thank goodness they started making them children take Ritalin. And a lot of the mamas got scared and wouldn't do it. Like, oh, I ain't putting my baby on Ritalin. Now, some of them still did, and them children fucked up to this day. My grandma used to always be like, don't get them children at Ritalin. They ain't gonna never be able to join the military. I don't know how you want them to join the military anyways, but so some of them, the parents was like, yeah, they're gonna give them the Ritalin. They pick up the prescription and still wasn't giving the kid the Ritalin. They was pouring it out. So the Social Security office started drug testing the kids and seeing that the parents was lying, and they start cutting them checks off. If the government would have never did that, a lot of us would not know how to read and write. Unfortunately, it was a lick back then. It's not as common today. It's harder to get away. It still happens, Social Security, disability fraud, but it's harder to do it than it was in the 80s and 90s. All right. Can I pay for your class and watch them later? No, ma'am. You really
She really like, I don't know, maybe I came from a different world because that shit wasn't going on where I grew up. We didn't have no bunch of kids, mamas trying to get them checks. That type of stuff really wasn't heard of. Now, don't get me wrong. There were kids with checks. There were kids with IEPs and all of that. And in today's society, IEPs are deemed or kind of looked at as a disability. Um, from my understanding, so that is definitely something that you really have to think about, especially if it's, you know, it's like doing your kids like wine glass. Like her kids have IEPs and different things, 504 plans, but she puts them in a position that if she feel like it's too hard, she don't let her kids do their homework and stuff like that. So like a lot of parents look at this in a different type of way.
teaching me a lot. My nephew has an IEP. He is flourishing since he got in there. That's awesome. And it's because they get different types of teachers. They get different specialists. They might have occupational therapists, behavioral therapists. It's like whatever the kid needs.
Now this is my question. She's giving all this information out in reference to kids, et cetera, et cetera. So does her son get a social security check choice? Because according to the information she just gave us, he should.
A lot of times we as parents, we take it personal. I did that at first when I got my autism diagnosis Choices autism diagnosis. In the beginning, I felt ashamed, and I was thinking about my life. Like, will Choice ever be able to drive a car? Will he ever be able to live on his own? Will he ever be potty trained? My life is over. I
Right.
was just being very
He's
selfish, thinking
29.
about me, 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 me. And it took for his neurologist to tell me that you're being selfish. This isn't about you. This is about your child. You do what's best for your child. You get him the help and resources that he needs. Like, he ain't finna drive for a long time, bitch. Like, what the fuck wrong with you? It took for her to tell me that for me to like, okay. And I just started to focus on what he did like. And at the time, he liked lily dolls. He liked animals. And that's how he started to talk more because we took him to see fans, took him to the zoo all the time, started teaching him his colors in regards to animals. And now Choice, he can talk. He has self-advocacy skills to say, I'm mad. And I'd be like, why are you mad? I'm mad because Gorgeous hit me. I'm mad because Gorgeous turned from my zoo video. I was watching the zoo and Gorgeous turned from the zoo. I'm mad at Gorgeous. So now he can express himself. So I love that for him. For those of you who do have children with special needs, my son just turned 13 years old. So I've been walking this walk for 13 years. That's crazy. It's been a journey, but it got better for me. And I feel like if it can get better for me, it can get better for you. Build you a community so you can get a break and have support on those days where you feel like you can't take it. But love your child where they at. If your child not potty trained, so the fuck what? Fuck them people. They don't buy your baby pull-ups. Fuck them. Eventually, your child could be like Choice and be potty trained. If your child not talking yet, so the fuck what? Stay away from the motherfuckers who make you feel bad. My mama them used to do that to me. You need to whoop them. That's your problem. You don't whoop them, Peaches. Your kid, he ain't nothing wrong with Choice. He just bad. His ass is bad. So you just like feeling like you just failing as a person. Once I separated myself from them, stopped talking to them after that principal told me that I am a good mom. You are a good mom. Y'all know that story. Many of you do. Some of you don't. It changed my life.
Now, according to her and her mother, she never whooped her. Why would she tell her to whoop her son? I mean, I don't know. That don't make sense to me.
For you to let him receive insurance and benefits for choice, I don't know what that means. We lived at the zoo with autistic son too, learned how to walk, talk, find friends, and get through some hard times with us at the zoo. Same. Thank you. That show how black old people be. So yeah, you have to separate from them. If your belief system isn't the same as their belief system, when you go around them and they try to force their belief system on you, you're going to feel attacked. You're going to feel like you're not good enough. Your kids are going to feel the same way that you're feeling. They're being attacked. They're made to feel like they're not good enough. Versus if you separate and you can just love your children where they are in life, you'll do better. Sounds like my family, they said the same thing, even said he was a mama's boy. Yeah, it happens. Y'all gotta remember, it's a lot of black older people that may be autistic and stuff like that, but they were just labeled as bad. She just bad. She just bad. It's no difference than the little girl who was getting groomed by another family member and, touched on. They were saying, she just fast. She just fast. She just fast. They just always made it an excuse. The child that had the thoughts of jumping in the ocean and can't swim, she just crazy. She just crazy. Ain't shit wrong with her. She crazy. You need a whoop. They wanted to whoop you for every fucking thing. They never wanted to get to the root cause. So sometimes, unfortunately, because they aren't ready to change, it's best to separate yourself from them until you can build up enough courage to face them. And when they're trying to put their belief system on you that is no longer your belief system, you can advocate for yourself and say, nah, I don't do that. Nah, we ain't doing that over here. Nah, it don't work like that no more. Some of you guys can't do it yet, so it's best to separate. All right? Thank you. Yeah, I got diagnosed with autism at 34. My life could have been different, but I am where I am now. It's a lot of adults that went
The Sonic Fun 99 menu just
Honey,
got
now
funner
she
with a
gonna
junior
make
deluxe cheeseburger, small
her
floats, and
mama
French toast sticks for
the
only
boss of
$1.99.
everybody household
It's a lot of
income.
kids right now labeled as ADHD or ODD, which is what is it? I just learned about that one on TikTok. Destructive disorder. I don't know what the O stands for. Oppositional. I don't know what the fuck the O stands for, but ODD. I'm like, what the fuck is ODD? And these kids is just breaking shit. They would be considered bad, but I don't believe that kids are bad. But they're considered bad and they just breaking shit and all that. And I started looking it up because I had never heard of it. And it's saying that they don't know what causes it, but they think that it's environment. And I'm looking at the mamas, I'm like, hell yeah, it's the environment. Look at this tired ass bitch. The kid breaking stuff because bitch, you not listening to him. He has needs that need to be met, and you're not meeting those needs. You so frustrated that you picked the wrong motherfucking baby daddy that it be a hot mess, okay? Obsessive developmental disorder, defiant disorder, yeah. So I don't know. I just learned about that probably like 3 or 4 months ago on TikTok, and I'm just like, wow. But when I'm looking at the mamas, I see why. Separate yourself from them. It's a behavioral disorder, not mental health. They act like it's a mental health disorder. They be up there putting them churning in them homes and all that for it, calling the police, trying to get them institutionalized. All misbehaviors are communication of unmet needs. That's what I always say. I feel the same way. It's just like me, how I'm lashing out. I'm keep telling y'all it's because my needs aren't being met. I'm speaking about what I need. Even this situation with my mama, how many times have I said, it's 4 things that should have been done. Now I don't want it done. I choose, I hate you, I declare war. But before then, it was easy. Acknowledge, apologize. I consider that as one. Acknowledge and apologize, and that's number one. Number two, no, they're separate. So acknowledge, apologize, and then make a plan to change and then actually change. So one, we acknowledge. Instead of calling a child a liar, we acknowledge that their experience has happened. It ain't no, it may have happened. It has happened. If they say it has happened to them, it has happened. Even if you don't recall, and one thing that helped me with that was this white man on TikTok. He was like, he used to be so mad at his mama because he would tell her like what he went through and she wouldn't remember and call him a liar. And then it finally dawned on him. For me, it was a core memory. It was like a big event. For you, bitch, it was a normal Wednesday. And that's why not as I became a parent, I already was a parent when I watched that video. It started to make more sense to me because as a mom, you carry so much. I have 9 children. I have a baby still in the hospital. I have a high schooler. I have some middle schoolers. I have a child over here with special needs. I have 3 little babies that are at home. Everybody needs something. I still got to go to work. No matter if daddy show up today or don't show up today, I still choose, let me say it differently, I still choose to show up. And on top of that, I still have to make money to pay bills. I still have to deal with my own personal feelings about myself and my own childhood as I'm trying to navigate to give y'all this different life that I don't even know how to fucking give y'all because I don't have no blueprint and nobody in the family has done it. So I'm reading these fucking books.
What in the heck am I missing? Hold on, y'all.
They started making them children take Ritalin, and a lot of the mamas got scared and wouldn't do it. Like, oh, I ain't putting my baby on Ritalin. Now, some of them still did, and them children fucked up to this day. My grandma used to always be like, don't get them children at Ritalin. They ain't gonna never be able to join the military. I don't know how you want them to join the military anyways, but so some of them, the parents was like, yeah, they're gonna give them the Ritalin. They pick up the prescription and still wasn't giving the kid the Ritalin. They was pointed out. So the Social Security office started drug testing the kids and seeing that the parents was lying, and they start cutting them checks off. If the government would have never did that, a lot of us would not know how to read and write. Unfortunately, it was a lick back then. It's not as common today. It's harder to get away. It still happens, Social Security, disability fraud, but it's harder to do it than it was in the 80s and 90s. All right. Can I pay for your class and watch them later? No, ma'am. You really teaching me a lot. My nephew has an IEP. He is flourishing since he got in there. That's awesome. And it's because they get different types of teachers. You know, they get different specialists. They might have occupational therapists, behavioral therapists. It's like whatever the kid needs. A lot of times we as parents, we take it personal. I did that at first. When I got my autism diagnosis Choices autism diagnosis, in the beginning, I felt ashamed, and I was thinking about my life. Like, you know, will Choice ever be able to drive a car? Will he ever be able to live on his own? Will he ever be potty trained? My life is over. I was just being very selfish, thinking about me, 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 me. And it took for his neurologist to tell me that you're being selfish. This isn't about you. This is about your child. You do what's best for your child. You get him the help and resources that he needs. Like, he ain't finna drive for a long time, bitch. Like, what the fuck wrong with you? You know, it took her to tell me that for me to like, okay. And I just started to focus on what he did like. And at the time, he liked lily dolls. He liked animals. And that's how he started to talk more because we took him to see fans, took him to the zoo all the time, started teaching him his colors in regards to animals. And now Choice, he can talk. He has self-advocacy skills. He can say, I'm mad. And I'd be like, why are you mad? I'm mad because Gorgeous hit me. I'm
Right,
mad because
CC.
Gorgeous turned from my zoo video. I was watching the zoo and Gorgeous turned from the zoo. I'm mad at Gorgeous, you know. So now he can express himself. So I love that for him. For those of you who do have children with special needs, my
He's
son
potty
just turned
trained
13
now,
years
things
old.
worth knowing, but
So
he
I've been walking
wasn't
this
for a
walk
long
for
time.
13 years. That's crazy. It's been a journey, but it got better for me. And I feel like if it can get better for me, it can get better for you. Build you a community so you can get a break and have support on
Her
those days where
mom's,
you feel like you
hold
can't
on.
take it.
Her mom's YouTube channel is Rasta, Rasta Queen, Queen.
Um, but love your child where they at. If your child not potty trained, so the fuck what? Fuck them people. They don't buy your baby pull-ups. Fuck them. Eventually, your child could be like Choice and be potty trained. If your child not talking yet, so the fuck what? Stay away from the motherfuckers who make you feel bad. My mama them used to do that to me. You need to whoop them. That's your problem. You don't whoop them, Peaches. Your kid, he ain't nothing wrong with Choice. He just bad. His ass is bad. So you just like feeling like you just failing as a person. Once I separated myself from them, stopped talking to them after that principal told me that I am a good mom. You are a good mom. Y'all know that story. Many of you do, some of you don't. It changed my life. For you to let him receive insurance and benefits for Choice, I don't know what that means. We lived at the zoo with the autistic son too, learned how to walk, talk, find friends, and get through some hard times with us at the zoo. Same. Thank you. That show how black old people be. So yeah, you have to separate from them. If your belief system isn't the same as their belief system, when you go around them and they try to force their belief system on you, you're going to feel attacked. You're going to feel like you're not good enough. Your kids are going to feel the same way that you're feeling. They're being attacked. They're made to feel like they're not good enough. Versus if you separate and you can just love your children where they are in life, you'll do better. Sounds like my family, they said the same thing, even said he was a mama's boy. Yeah, it happens. Y'all gotta remember, it's a lot of black older people that may be autistic and stuff like that, but they were just labeled as bad. She just bad. She just bad. It's no difference than the little girl who was getting groomed by another family member and, touched on. They were saying, she just fast. She just fast. She just fast. They just always made it an excuse. The child that had the thoughts of jumping in the ocean and can't swim, she just crazy. She just crazy. Ain't shit wrong with her. She crazy. You need a whoop. They wanted to whoop you for every fucking thing. They never wanted to get to the root cause. So sometimes, unfortunately, because they aren't ready to change, it's best to separate yourself
Yeah,
from
that's
them
true.
until you can build up enough courage to face them. And when they're trying to put their belief system on you that is no longer your belief system, you can advocate for yourself and say, nah.
ODD, isn't that obsessive defiant disorder? And it does present as a problematic person who likes to defy, likes to have drama with people, etc., etc. That's how it presents.
I don't do that. Nah, we
You're
ain't doing that
right.
over here. Nah, it don't work like that no more. Some of you guys can't do it yet, so it's best to separate. All right? Thank you. Yeah, I got diagnosed with autism at 34. My life could have been different, but I am where I am now. It's a lot of adults that went it's a lot of kids right now labeled as ADHD or ODD, which is what is it? I just learned about that one on TikTok. Destructive disorder. I don't know what the O stands for. Oppositional. I don't know what the fuck the O stands for, but ODD. I'm like, what the fuck is ODD? And these kids is just breaking shit. They would be considered bad, but I don't believe that kids are bad. But they're considered bad and they just breaking shit and all that. And I started looking it up because I had never heard of it. And it's saying that they don't know what caused.
Yeah, Beth, she's saying that everybody back in the day was doing social security fraud. I mean, I remember being in school and we knew people that was in special needs class, but you really didn't know that they were different. You know what I'm saying? You just knew that they was in a different type of class. And she's saying like a lot of people in they hoods um was trying to get checks for their kids. I ain't know nobody like that. I ain't saying people didn't do it around here, but I ain't never heard of that. And I ain't heard nobody saying that just because they kid had special needs that they was bad and should get beat either. Now I knew people that had kids that may have had special needs, but their whole thing was I'm not gonna let this special need define my child. So I'm going to push the narrative and make him rise up to a level of normalness. That's what I saw in my growing up.
It, but they think that it's environment. And I'm looking at the mamas. I'm like, hell yeah, it's the environment. Look at this tired ass bitch. The kid breaking stuff because bitch, you not listening to him. He has needs that need to be met, and you're not meeting those needs. You so frustrated that you picked the wrong motherfucking baby daddy.
Cause she want the money more than that. She feel like it's not an issue that her child is in there. It's okay that her child stay in the NICU right now because quote unquote she is trying to work on something else. That's basically what she doing.
That it be a hot mess, okay? Obsessive developmental disorder, defiant disorder, yeah. So I don't know. I just learned about that probably like 3 or 4 months ago on TikTok, and I'm just like, wow. But when I'm looking at the mamas, I see why. Separate yourself from them. It's a behavioral disorder, not mental health. They act like it's a mental health disorder. They be up there putting them children in them homes and all that for it, calling the police, trying to get them institutionalized. All misbehaviors are communication of unmet needs. That's what I always say. I feel the same way. It's just like me, how I'm lashing out. I'm keep telling y'all it's because my needs aren't being met. I'm speaking about what I need. Even this situation with my mama, how many times have I said, it's 4 things that shouldn't have been done. Now I don't want it done. I choose, I hate you, I declare war. But before then, it was easy. Acknowledge, apologize. I consider that as one. Acknowledge and apologize, and that's number one. Number two, no, they're separate. So acknowledge, apologize, and then make a plan to change and then actually change. So one, we acknowledge. Instead of calling a child a liar, we acknowledge that their experience has happened. It ain't no, it may have happened. It has happened. If they say it has happened to them, it has happened. Even if you don't recall, and one thing that helped me with that was this white man on TikTok. He was like, he used to be so mad at his mama because he would tell her like what he went through and she wouldn't remember and call him a liar. And then it finally dawned on him. For me, it was a core memory. It was like a big event. For you, bitch, it was a normal Wednesday. And that's why not as I became a parent, I already was a parent when I watched that video. It started to make more sense to me because as a mom, you carry so much. I have 9 children. I have a baby still in the hospital. I have a high schooler. I have some middle schoolers. I have a child over here with special needs. I have
Okay, but she says all of this like somebody gave it to her, like it was forced upon her. This is what you chose for yourself. So for you to come telling us what you got and we're supposed to sit here and act like what? So you got those things. That's what you wanted for yourself. So you say that to say what? It's a normal Wednesday for us because you chose that. It's a big event for you because you want to make it that. But the fact of the matter is that's what you chose for yourself. So, and
3 little babies that are at home. Everybody needs something. I still got to go to work. No matter if daddy show up today or don't show up today, I still choose, let me say it differently. I still choose to show up. And on top of that, I still have to make money to pay bills. I still have to deal with my own personal feelings about myself and my own childhood as I'm trying to navigate to give y'all this different life that I don't even know how to fucking give y'all because I don't have no blueprint and nobody in the family has done it. So I'm reading these fucking books, trying to figure it out. I'm listening to
right,
the
Deborah.
videos, but I still gotta work. I still gotta show up for y'all.
Okay, so she abruptly stopped her live as only she can. Um, she is live now again. Let's see. Okay, so that's the live she just stopped. That was, let me look.
Are you having any fun? What you getting out of living? Who cares for what you've got if you're not having any fun? Have a
way I could search the chat.
Another morning to savor the crunchy nooks and cranny splendor of a Thomas's English
But
muffin.
instead,
Tom, which is a
guys,
nook
I'm
and
gonna go
which is a
ahead and end the
cranny?
live.
It's a nook,
We
cranny,
watched
cranny,
the
cranny, nook, cranny.
whole
I mean, they should be
35
teaching this in
minute
school.
live that we wasn't even supposed to be
Huzzah! A
watching.
toast
We
to
all
breakfast.
still here.
What's up? What's
We over here
up?
being nosy, and we supposed to been off this live. We supposed to been here for 30 minutes, 20 minutes, and we've been here 2 more hours. I know y'all tired of me, but I love y'all for hanging in here with your girl. If y'all have not hit that sub button, hit that subscription button. Also, if y'all have not hit that like button yet, hit that like button for your girl. Go on, hit that like button for me, baby girl. Let me show y'all our t-shirts too.
Hey guys, after this great commentary, be sure you run over to our website, www.justmecmb.cc for this great t-shirt and more. Support the channel by purchasing a t-shirt. Hey guys, after this great commentary, be sure you run over to our website, www.justmecmb.cc for this great t-shirt and more. Support the channel by purchasing a t-shirt. Hey guys, our membership is now open. Come check it out and join us. See you there. Membership is not only a benefit for you.
So guys, we're gonna go ahead and end the live here. I will probably not go live tomorrow. I know I have been here 3 different times, and I know at least 2 of them was 2 hours. So I'm gonna go ahead and probably cancel my live for tomorrow. Probably, unless it's something that I need to show y'all. Now I am working on something for y'all coming up this week. I ain't gonna say what it is. I'm just so nervous things are not gonna go right. So I ain't gonna say it until they're happy. But I got some stuff coming up. Yes, it's Valentine's Day. I don't know. I gotta give y'all something for Valentine's Day. We gotta do a giveaway or something for Valentine's Day. So I'm gonna work on that too this week, guys, because y'all are just amazing. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
She get it from her mama. I'ma say you fuck her right. Body rude is unpolite. Tell me in a humble life. Tell me is you down? Cause I'm trying to go up tonight. Holding hoochies left and right. I just wanna live in a fantasy. I think we deserve it right. Talk about the memories I've ever made in my life. Permanent ecstasy. The ladies is pimps tonight. Living inside a dream. I slay where the love is wide. I put that on my own. She get it from her mama. I'ma